and the front nine. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. All right. The computer is not ready. It should be showing things. All right.
Calvin doesn't look like he's ready there.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to Pin Deep Disc Golf Videos. My name is Mike Jewell. I'm joined today with Innova team member Chris Shotwell.
Hey YouTube, thanks for joining us today.
Today we're going to be watching the 2020 Southern California Disc Golf Championships. We're going to be starting on round 2 and the front 9. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. All right, playing today we're going to have Clint Calvin. He's 1037. At the time we filmed this, he was ranked number
11 in the world.
11 in the world. That's pretty awesome. We have Chris Shotwell. We have Jeff Russell. Could have given us the double thumbs up. Trevor Smith. And rounding it out, Jose Avila. He's a new player, as you can see by his PDGA number.
Those 6-digit PDGA guys are getting more common nowadays.
They are. All right, hole number 1, par 3, 335 feet. What do you do here?
This is a good little starting hole. Nothing too crazy here. Pretty much kind of a stock hyzer shot, but you can see all the bushes around there that can swallow up your shot if your distance isn't quite dialed in. So it takes a pretty good touch to get it right to the pin.
Yeah, you can see how narrow it gets down by the basket.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you're trying to avoid. You really don't want to come in too early. It's some tough bushes to get out of there.
So what do you throw for this type of shot? What is your go-to stock hyzer shot disc?
This distance, actually, it works out that a good full mid-range shot is the good distance. You can see I just came in a little early there, didn't quite get it flat enough to carry all the distance. There's Jeff going with the forehand roller approach, which he likes a lot.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you'll notice that Jeff Russell is a super fast player. Sometimes I don't catch his full run up. Sometimes I'm halfway through his shot, you know, so I'm not going to apologize for him. It's his fault.
He's always ready to go. I mean, if you don't get the shot, you should be more ready, man.
Yeah. I told him, I said, hey, man, do you want to be on camera? And he was...
So, yeah, you can see a few shots coming in a little early. Gonna have to make some magic happen around that big bush.
That's pretty decent out, though. Totally blind from where he was standing.
Yeah, and so this is the Mohawk course at the Lake Cachuma complex. There's 2 different courses there, and this one's pretty notorious for having these really thick, bushy areas, and they put some pin placements real close to it. So you're going to see some kind of creative get-out-of-jail shots here.
Ooh.
That was a good run from
Yeah,
Jeff.
that was a good run there. All right, poking it out of there.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a window, but catch a little something, still get out to the open.
Yeah. Forehand roller out of there.
Yeah, and that's about all you can do when you're pinched there behind that log and inside of a bush.
Right.
So here's Clint for his par.
Clint looks like that Homer Simpson meme. Oh.
He's going to want that one back. Not a hole you want to start with a bogey here.
There you go. And we've got Trevor. A little tricky footing here.
First of many straddle putts we're going to see today.
Oh, yeah. Jose's going to tap out for his par. Yeah, Clint got the bogey.
Jeff with his signature turbo slam dunk putt.
Yep. I putt like that too sometimes when I'm super close. It just feels comfortable. It like hyzers down real. Anyway, when I'm super close, I don't do it from distance. I'm not a crazy man.
Any way you can get it in the basket.
Yeah.
All good.
All right, here we go. Hole number 2, par 3, 354 feet. You can play this one a couple different ways. Off the tee, I feel like it's more of a hyzer shot though, right?
Yeah, you see a lot of open area in the middle of the fairway there, but really the shot is sculpted at the beginning and the end of the hole. It's actually kind of a blind shot from the tee because the basket's hiding behind that big tree there. So got to kind of trust your line, throw it flat, and let it fade right to the basket ideally.
Nice. There you go. Kind of a high hyzer.
Yep. I was pretty happy with that one, but I came in just a little early and got caught up in that tree there, which is pretty common. Jose's taking a little more of a flex line there and throws it a little bit low.
Yeah, he ends up off to the left. You'll notice Jose is also a fast player, so there'll be a couple shots that I miss of his as well.
Yeah, they're making you work there, doing the single cam.
Scrambling, yeah. Scrambling, single cam. Super fun though, man. Watching a lot of really good shots during this tournament.
Yeah, and Trevor throws it to the sweet spot there, but might have caught some of the stuff on the right side. I guess that's not too sweet of a spot then, is it?
Well, you'll see a lot of these little baby trees, and they're protecting with these, I don't know what you call them, like cage things, as you see right there in the middle. That's on a handful of the holes out there.
Yeah, this course already plays tough. I'm curious to see what 10 years of growth is going to do after all those trees don't need those protective cages anymore.
Oh, yeah. Forced to go with a turbo.
This is probably a good 55, maybe 60 foot putt here, so yeah, I want to give it a good run, but just a little high.
Caught some metal.
And Clint's got a tricky little putt here, kneeling and stretching out around that little cage.
Oh, little high.
Little work for the comebacker, but no problem.
Saved it. Take it. I missed one of Jeff's shots there, I think.
Shocker.
Tap outs here.
So I believe this course is just straight up par 54. Everything's a par 3 here. You're going to see a lot of opportunities for birdie, but it's still, you got to earn it pretty well.
Yeah, like you said, those bushes are on just about every hole, those really thick bushes. And then the trees are all, you know, big bushy trees as well, so very grabby. Here we go, hole number 3, 333 feet, as you said, a par 3. I think the main shot you're going to see here is a big spike hyzer.
Yeah, this is another one that's blind from the tee. Kind of had to walk up and spot the basket and then kind of pick an aiming point, which that tree right behind the basket is kind of what we're all aiming for, kind of crash a hyzer into.
Right. And are you throwing the same disc you threw on hole 1?
I believe I went with a Thunderbird on this hole. Yeah, that's my Thunderbird there.
Okay.
On hole 1, I was actually throwing my mid-range. This one just wanted to get a little higher and crash down a little bit more at the end, so I went with the little more high-speed driver.
You see Jeff throwing into the dirt there. Ended up about halfway down the fairway.
Yeah, playing this one safe.
Yeah.
Just like you drew it up.
And I didn't see that till the last second. Almost got murdered.
Good
no
thing
big deal.
you saw it.
Yeah, no big deal. Jumped out of the way. Ugh. I'll get tagged eventually, I'm sure.
I think Jose was trying to follow that line and hit you too.
And he lands right inside one of those cages. You see, he hit that pole, the wooden pole holding up the tree.
We tried to tell him he had to get in there and putt from inside the cage, but he wasn't buying it.
His lie is perfectly right on that cage, so he's able to just put his foot right up to it.
Yeah, and pulls that putt just a hair out to the right.
Ooh, you got a tricky little stance here.
Yeah, I had to limber up a little bit, stretch out before I putted this one.
Nice.
And that putt from a knee is something I'll practice pretty frequently, actually, because you got to be ready when it comes up and around, of course. So usually warming up before a round, I'll get a few from a knee just to get the comfortable release.
Like Clint electing to take the knee as well.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's doing that just to get under the branch or if he was stretching out a little there.
I think he was trying to show you up.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like, you got a leaner? I got a
stealing
leaner
my
then.
thunder
Yeah,
right there, huh?
I'll take a knee. Taking a knee, I'll take a knee.
Yeah, so a few routine tap-ins there.
Just going to come up, and then he's putting it backhand. What the heck?
Oh, should have gone turbo.
Dang it.
See, he learned his lesson.
All right, moving on to hole number 4, 282 feet. You got this fence right in your face. You got these little baby trees right in your face. But outside of that, once you get past those, you really just have to navigate this last tree blocking the basket here, right?
Yeah, this one's a little trickier than it kind of looks because you have to get over those young trees early in the flight and then keep it low enough that it can get under that last tree. So easy to get it somewhat close, but hard to park this hole.
Like Clint's going with a putter.
Yeah, that's a real good shot there.
Throwing a putter also?
This is a mid-range. I'm throwing my Lion. I throw that for a lot of my mid-range shots here. Just a really good neutral mid-range.
Well, when this trees grow, this hole's going to be hard.
Looks like you're going to be right next to Clint.
Yeah, hyzered out a little bit at the end, but still not terrible. Really, you just want to give yourself as many looks for birdie here and
Look at
hope your
this one.
putting is working. Trevor's got that one locked down.
Jose wants to do something high here. Oh, he goes wide. Oh, he's looking for the big skip. Oh, he
Yeah.
tagged that tree over there on the right-hand side.
Not a bad idea going for that little skip into the pin, but just got to miss that tree.
Got Jeff doing the overhand. Looks
Yeah.
pretty good.
Going with a thumber approach there. It worked out nicely. Here's a tricky little look through some hanging branches and some leaning trees.
Oh.
Good bid.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I could tell. As soon as I released that thing, I pulled it out to the right side.
Here's Jose to save par.
Oh,
Big putt.
Great par save.
Trevor for his birdie here. Get back to even. Oh, man.
And he wanted that putt.
Nice. Clean.
Yep, like it when it rides down the pole.
Yep.
And here's Jeff's birdie bid. He's got it.
Nice. Got one back. Couple tap-ins here. Finish up.
Yeah, so nobody's really tearing it up, getting out of the gates here, but I think we're about to see some scoring happening here soon.
All right, hole number 5, par 3, 417 feet. You've got an out-of-bounds line, which is the fence on the left-hand side the whole way down. And again, this is not a whole lot of out-of-bounds on this entire course. It's just this fence line on these two opposing holes.
Yep, just protecting each other's fairways by putting an OB in between.
Yep.
But this is really one of the trickier birdies to try to get here. This is kind of a bonus birdie, just in that it's kind of hard to get split down the middle and get all the distance to get down there. So really not uncommon to see people just play it safe for a par. But you're going to see a couple of attacking shots here trying to get out there and get that birdie. Looks like Jeff was just playing it safe by getting down the middle. Not a bad idea. Clint's going for it.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like he turned it over just a bit, though.
Oh, you can hear that wind. There's a couple holes here in a row that's super, super windy. It's like 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, I think we were pretty fortunate with the wind most of the day here, but we definitely felt it pick up in the afternoon.
Oh, nice. This is looking tasty.
That's exactly the line you're trying to hit here.
Oh, yeah, he's right inside circle, right on the edge of the brush there. Jose's trying to Follow suit. Ooh.
Oh, and that was
Oh,
looking
yeah.
great. Just
It
need
was.
a little extra height to get over that last bush.
Been a little skinny on the right, and it came down just a little shy.
Yeah, and I sawed off my shot a little bit and hit that tree branch, so I'm going up shot here with my AVR X3.
Beauty.
And that's exactly what I was hoping for.
Oh. Dang. Got hung up there. Looked like he was trying for something really overstable with that headwind. And just kind of sawed it off a little short, but be able to pitch out of there. And
Oh yeah, speaking of the wind, that one got blown off course a little bit, but he's still fine.
yeah.
Clint's a really good putter, so I don't think he's too worried about that one.
Jose lays one up from outside the bush there.
This is a big birdie bid right here.
Oh, dang.
Unfortunate. Big birdie bid. That could go on some t-shirts, I think.
Big birdie bid in big letters, big bold letters. Beautiful putt from Clint. There we go. Oh, you stared at that one a little longer.
Yeah, it got a little bouncy off that pole there, didn't it? Never know on those. Sometimes you put them too pure and you get some bounce back.
All right, here we go. On to hole number 6. We got a par 3. This one's going to go uphill. Again, the fence line on the left-hand side is going to be out of bounds the whole way up. And we have 330 feet.
Yeah, road safe here. You can slide it up the road the entire way. Just got a few of these little camping posts and picnic benches and that little fire pit there. A few random obstacles to get around.
All right. Oh, we got a beautiful lake in the background. Clint throws a laser beam.
Yeah, Lake Cachuma really is such a great place. It's awesome camping, fun disc golf. Weather's great. It's Santa Barbara area.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend checking that place out if you're in the area.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if check my Instagram, it's one of those things. I've got tons of sunset pictures of this course, and you know, it's beautiful camping.
Yeah.
Great time there.
Yeah, and I'd much rather talk about camping than my tee shot on this hole, so I'm glad that worked out that way.
Just trying to distract you. Didn't want you to see that. All right, Jeff going with a big turnover here.
Yeah, that's a really good shot selection if you ask me. I mean, he's taken the OB out of the equation and just setting himself up to where he's got a long putt for a birdie and no danger.
There was a little confusion here about the OBs.
Yeah, Jose threw a provisional on this because we were a little unsure how to play it. His tee shot actually hit the post of the fence, and we weren't sure on the play, but we figured it out by the end of it.
Right. So I think actually the edit that I put in here was his provisional play, which was fine because it matched his
score. Yeah, his score would have been the same either way.
Right. Jeff just completely avoiding that fence right behind the basket. Is that in your head at all right now, the fence?
I'd be lying if I said no, but you know, still have to confidently step up, and if you make a good putt, it's not going to be a factor. But yeah, you always have to be aware of your surroundings on any putt, if you ask me.
Right.
That was a lot more work than I wanted to have left for my par, so I was bummed to have a bogey there. And Clint nicely knocks his birdie down.
Jeff, true to form, runs up, turbo putts.
No wasted
runs
time.
Out of there. Yeah. Yeah, so he ended up going out of bounds with the fence. Anyway, it ended up matching. His shot, so he ended up getting a 5 on that hole. All right, hole number 7, par 3, 380 feet. You're going back downhill. This one's really tricky because you have to stay low underneath the canopy of these trees here, and then late near the basket, it gets super bushy.
Yeah, and once again, just some weird obstacles, and it's more downhill than it really looks on this drone footage, so you got to keep that nose angle down and just try to get some long carry and hopefully you give yourself an open putt with all those bushes kind of blocking some alleys.
Yeah, and I feel like a common mistake that happened, I saw a lot of people do it, because you're throwing so far downhill, you tend to throw a little too low because of the low ceiling, and then the headwind either lifts you or kicks you down. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, you tend to get a little more turn on a shot just like that. Yeah, trying to keep it low, and it's like the disc just gets pulled down to the right.
That's a good looking throw.
Yep,
Yeah,
once
that'll
again,
work.
that little flex forehand gets through the tree line and gets him out to putting range. And kind of missed Clint's shot there. He had a really nice drive, kept it low, and ended up kind of left side, but he may have some bushes to worry about. Yeah, you can see mine got a little extra turn on it, but it's in the open.
Oop, that got slapped down, didn't it? All right.
Not the most straightforward upshot here either, honestly. Placement is so key just because of how dense the bushes are and how close they are to the basket.
Trevor just firing one right at it. Holy smokes. Looked like if it didn't grab that bush, probably would have gone in the basket.
He was going for the glory there.
Highlight reel. He's a highlight reel player.
Once the momentum starts, yeah, it keeps going, so may as well try to get it.
Oh, goodness.
Gotta want it. Was that me who said that, or was that somebody else? That was you, wasn't
no,
it?
you said it, and then I repeated it. You said, you were like, God, gotta want it. like a 1980s anti-hero. You're like, you gotta want it, kid.
Clint's fighting a little battle in the bush there.
Oh,
just
man.
had to go with a little wrist flick, and it just carried in the breeze into the next bush.
Yeah. Walk away with a par is not bad when you risky putt like you had before that.
Yep, not bummed about a par on this hole. You can do a lot worse.
Like Clint went from bush to bush there.
Little battle putt with the turbos there. Looked like Trevor was trying to knock Jeff's out of the basket.
All right, hole number 8, par 3, 280 feet. This one goes back uphill. Again, these roads are not out of bounds. You'll see a road that surrounds the basket, but also not out of bounds.
Yeah, and kind of a touchy shot. Got a couple options here. You're going to see, forehand is a pretty common play. But here's Clint. He just went with the big hyzer over the tree. Ooh, and did it nicely.
Nearly aced it.
Yeah, and this is the little forehand route, which is kind of touchy to get up the hill.
Yeah, you got to avoid that tree. He avoided it, yeah. Yeah, he's maybe 40 feet, right?
Yeah, it was the right line. Just needed to carry a little bit more.
Jeff going with a flex, gets slapped down by that tree right in the way.
Yeah, and I saw Calvin's shot. Hadn't even really thought of doing the hyzer until I saw the result of his, so I just tried to follow his line.
Nice. Very cool.
There's Jose speeding his way onto the tee pad.
Yep. There you go. That'll end up inside the circle.
Yeah, a little bit of work left, but should be no problem.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, how wide's that road? So this is probably about a 40 footer, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like he got back in that bush a little bit too. Kind of scary to see a big old bush right behind the basket, so if you airball, you got a little work to do.
There we go. Cleaning up the par.
Yeah, this course is kind of notorious for these little tap-in 8-footers that'll make you sweat. Have to get down on a knee and straddle out just to get around stuff.
That's two getting skippy happy right there.
Yeah, I like park jobs. I like to skip when I've got things to celebrate.
Yeah, yeah. All right, on to hole number 9, we have another par 3, 354 feet. This one's going to go downhill. Basically, your fairway is the road, so you're going to follow the shape of the road all the way down until you get to this opening on the right-hand side.
Miss that dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is one of those holes that I could sit there and throw my whole bag trying to throw the perfect shot. It's a real touchy one, and it feels great to pipe it down the middle of this fairway.
Absolutely.
And definitely another bonus birdie here.
Clint lining up for that straight line, slow turnover. Yeah, put one down there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, keep it low, get some low, late turn on it, and just hope it kind of misses some of the stuff down at the end. That was well done.
Oh, wow. That was looking good.
Yeah, I was really happy with that throw there. Ended up juicing it a little bit and ended up past the basket, which can't really complain about on this hole.
No, definitely not. Not with all those obstacles in the way. I feel like with this card, we did get to see all the different options.
Yeah.
Everybody did something different.
Yeah, there's a good variety of shot types here.
See Jeff taking the left side route with the turnover.
That was pretty well done, considering that post right in front of him was probably in the back of his mind.
Nice upshot.
Good upshot there from Jose.
There we go. Perfect. We'll tap that in for par.
And this is kind of a scary one to run. I mean, it's a long putt, so not an easy one by any means, but the little drop off behind the basket makes it a little scary. But he went for it.
Yeah.
Props to him.
Yeah, definitely. And he's just going to lay that one up. Just.
Yeah, he hit the back of that hillside and kind of rolled down, ended up in the bushes. I got a little growth in my way here, unfortunately, so I'm trying to kind of flick one around it.
Oh, oh no!
I'll put some spin on that putt, apparently.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So my comebacker is about twice the distance of my original putt.
Just like that, right there. And right there.
That one feels right.
Boom. Great putt, man.
Very happy to get that one.
I was telling you when I filmed this, I was like, this is like a freaking Innova commercial.
The bright orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the hardest thing is to play it cool and act like you make those putts every time, you know, walking up there to pick it up out of the basket. But believe me, we're happy when those go in.
Oh, yeah. That was a great birdie from Clint. It's a good par from Jose there. Jeff's going to tap in his par. All right, guys, that was it. That was the front 9 of the 2020 Southern California Disc Golf Championships. We're at the Mohawk course at Lake Cachuma. I'm Mike Jewell. You've been watching Pin Deep Disc Golf videos. My co-host today is Chris Shotwell.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the back 9 of round 2 here, and we'll see you soon. All right, so I do have something really cool to show you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Show me. I like cool things.
All right, let's turn